I'm fucking buzzing. I'm absolutely fucking buzzing on day 32. And boy, do I have some big news for you guys. Check this shit out. Check this fucking shit out. What's that say? I want you guys to know that this shit is about to get fucking weird. We're about to fucking Ultramax. And this is about to get freaky. And the only way to kick this off properly is with a Newton bomb. Good. Yo, let's do some squats too. These fucking flip flops out of here. Oh. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure this is working. Okay. Go. This is when shit's gonna get weird. Okay, so I'm gonna kick it off. Do I want to try this now? Yeah, let's try it. Are you guys ready to see what fucking Fable is capable of? Fable, are you able? Let's go. I need you to look inside of the workspace overview directory, and I want you to read... Hold on. This is really laggy. Like, really laggy. Hold on, let me reopen cursor. It's like very laggy. Do I... Fuck. Oh, well, we're crashing. My shooting star. Hold on. Let's get this right. Soul Wars. Shooting stars? Oh, this is the wrong thing. Where the fuck is it? I just played League. I don't know where anything is anymore. Okay, let me restart cursor. Hold on. Is this page? Wait, what? We're like Japanese worlds and shit now? Give me this. Can we see this? Why is this so fucking laggy? Okay, here we go. Not sure why it's so laggy. Okay, we're good. What is we are good? What is we are good? Okay. I need you to look inside of the workspace overview directory and read the problem solution and product summary markdown files in order to get a general understanding of the product goals and intent and functionality. And then what I want you to do is read the plan cursor files that I will attach. There's 3 of them. The first one is called the Life OS runtime prompts. This is the most recent updated and, to my current understanding, working version of essentially all of the data structure and API call structured prompts that will support product functionality. This file, the runtime prompts plan file, was structured via essentially combining 2 other plan files that I had been working on previously into a more mature version. Those other 2 files are the North Star as well as another LLM prompts plan file. So what I want you to do is I first want you to essentially think about what is documented inside of the runtime prompts plan file and think about whether or not you think this is a suitable data structure and the quality of the API calls in order to support functionality. And I want you to compare that plan file with the other 2 older files, meaning the North Star and then the other LLM prompts plan file, and figure out and see if there's any like missing things that I might not have carried over that should have been carried over. There definitely were some things that were intentionally omitted because we decided to go with like a different design philosophy. So while you're doing this analysis, keep in mind that the runtime prompts plan file carries the final provenance. But I just want you to do a full pass, and essentially what you're doing is evaluating how well you think the runtime prompts plan file will do in terms of supporting product functionality and essentially you're comparing that with the old Northstar and the old LLM prompts plan file to make sure that we've carried over anything that essentially needed to be carried over. And long term, just so you know, the plan is essentially to take this runtime prompts plan file once we have a good working version and essentially turn that into product functionality. So we'll write code in order to support what this prompts plan file is outlining. But before we do that, we need to come up with answers to these questions I just provided. So that's the first thing that I want you to do here. Okay, let's see the type of usage that a prompt like this would eat up on the new model. So, you know what? I should... That's okay. Subagents, good. More subagents. We have 3 subagents. What 3 subagents? How many can we get to? Oh, my shooting star just disappeared. I just got here. What's the quickest way to Draenor on this account? This. So good. So fucking good. So let's see how much this used. So not even 1%. Okay, so okay, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Okay, so it's gonna ask for input. Okay, hold on. I'm straight. Ew. It's permanent. Permanently ours. So, I want to actually make what's this? Nice. in the try. No, no, no. Push-up update. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, the to-do can finally fucking change. Build. Build it. Build core loop. We have finally fucking made it. Yo, let me go rip some pull-ups over here. In another room. Hold on. I got pull-ups going here. Okay, what's the usage look like? Did we touch 1%? Still no. Okay, I want you to look across the entirety of the runtime prompts plan file as it stands now. We don't really care much about... Hold on one sec, my girlfriend's calling me. Hello?
Bye-bye.
What's up?
What's that? Sorry.
What's that?
What? You told me that you figure out about the USB, right?
Yeah, I figured it out. But I'm on stream right now. I'm just like in the middle of talking to robots. Yeah.
So why did the
I'll tell you about it when you get back.
So you don't have to go to the house?
No, not right now. It's no rush or anything. Okay. Okay, drive safe. Let me know when you're heading out from Stouffville. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done looking at the North Star and the old LLM prompts plan file. Just confirm that with me, but I think we've extracted everything we would have needed to into the runtime prompts plan file at this point. Just verify that, and then what I want you to do is now do a deep sweep across the entirety of the runtime prompts plan file, and basically what you're doing is essentially evaluating and analyzing how well you think this is going to work, and you're going to try to identify some sort of like edge cases where you think it won't work. I want you to think about how maybe it could be done better. I don't want you to implement any changes yet. I just want you to tell me your honest opinion, how well you think this will perform, where it will do well, where it will struggle, and any recommended changes. And then I want you to essentially come up with a plan for what we should do moving forward. If you think we need to make changes to this prompts plan file, let me know. And then basically we need to figure out a way how to turn this based on what already exists in the repo into an actual working product. And that basically would look like something along the lines of working on top of the schedule. And I'm not sure if there's a template screen already, but anyways, so the schedule and template screen, if there's not one, we would need to make one. And then basically build out all the code, API calls, build the UI, integrate all the functionality, everything like that. And I really like to work step by step, one thing at a time. So Yeah, do that pass of this file, analyze it, and then let's come up with a plan how to actually turn this into a working product based on what we've already outlined inside of this plan file. Blah. Oh, blah. Blah. Oh yeah, pull-ups. Gary. God, I fucking hate pull-ups. Genuinely. Genuinely. Is my CMO posting? 7 p.m. by the way. Okay, what do we got?
shooter, he a decoy. I send a passion and I deploy. I just came home. The shooter, he a decoy. I send a passion and I deploy. I just came home. The shooter, he a decoy. I send a passion and I.
Children made.
The shooter, he a decoy. I send a passion and I deploy.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, so for the write-only architecture meets read first users, so part A, where they're asking questions, this is something that will be dealt with later, and this doesn't come into play until the coaching layer is already implemented. Okay, so for the struggles for section A, yeah, we have not explicitly handled how to deal with questions. This is not really like core product loop functionality. This is more about, like a different type of user input to handle. But like the main focus right now is essentially, can the user say something and can we draw a schedule and can they edit it, right? Handling both templates and schedules. So I think your solution for now makes sense. Basically, we need a way to essentially just handle this unsupported path. So yeah, we should definitely do that. And then for B, yes, this is like my biggest concern, I would say in general, is that it's going to be quite time consuming or token consuming to handle user inputs depending on the nature of the input, right? And you don't want apps to feel super slow. So this is my real main point of concern, and I wanted to ask you how you think we could optimize this, like to have this type of product functionality where it's essentially analyzing and parsing human language to a very like specific data structure in order to maintain like a persisted record of that parsed history. Like, is there a better way you can think of to do this that would reduce token cost or parse times? It's just, I don't know, it seems like in order to do what this app is supposed to do, at least me personally, I couldn't come up with a better idea. But if you can think of a better way to accomplish the same thing that I've already designed, that would be awesome, and I would love to hear it. And then for part C, so fuzzy and relational time, yeah, hold on, let me read this one sec. Explain to me a bit more what you mean about part C. I'm not 100% sure what you're pointing out. For part D, I think it's fine. Like, the way it should work is like the only thing that a user input should care about is really like the last 15 things they said. Like anything after that, like, is it realistic really to build something that can keep track of like anything they said historically, like to some larger like set of rows? Like, I don't know, you tell me, like how would you solve this issue? Like, I do see it as a gap, you're right, but how can you actually solve that without making the whole part C issue even bigger, where it's like the parses just take forever? Like, is there a clever way that you can think about like supporting this type of functionality but extending how deep the recency and relevance can be kept track of? And then for section E here, not 100% sure what you're getting at. This is, I guess, just something to do with like when the user says like, I'm not 100% sure what you're getting at with E here, so explain that a little bit more. Yeah, let's start there, and then I think your proposed forward plan though makes sense. Like the steps that you outlined, that seems pretty solid. 50. You kidding? The second I go down, fucking stars fucking stopping. Oh. Oh. Pull-ups. Oh, I hate pull-ups. I hate pull-ups. I really hate pull-ups. I really hate pull-ups. I really hate pull-ups. Wow, Fabled 5 says I did it right. I must be a super coder. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much on board with everything you said. Um, as for section B, token cost and latency, I think you pretty much nailed it. Like, I think we just have to kind of try it and see what happens. But I think, yeah, I think you're right. It basically does boil down to what you said. So I think this is something that we probably optimize more moving forward once it's working functionally. I don't know if actually writing like a lighter initial path right now is necessary. Um, yeah, the prompt caching thing though, definitely makes sense. I don't know exactly what that is, but yeah, I'm definitely on board for that one. So if we can somehow make this added in, or like do this at runtime or whatever, that makes sense. And then slimming the output also makes sense. Like, we don't want to output something that's being stripped anyways, right? Like, I'm not exactly sure how it works on the server side. Like, does Supabase not need that output in order to do its job, or I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, the idea is the output should be as small as possible, right? To support the same amount of functionality while reducing the output size makes sense, right? Yeah, and then in terms of hide the time with some sort of like UI indicator saying like, yeah, we're on it or whatever, that makes sense as well. But yeah, I think pretty much everything else you said I'm on board with. Yeah, that makes sense. So how do we actually implement section D? Because this is a good idea, but how do you get it to, quote unquote, more smartly select the 15 rows, right? Like, how do we actually do that? Do you have an idea for it? Right? Because I don't know, like, the LLM would have to receive the input and then turn it into something meaningful that the database can interpret in order to query across it, in order to then select the pack to give it, right? Like something along those lines. Like, essentially at the intake gate layer, something would need to happen in terms of building some sort of deliverable structure to send to the server side in order to do what you're talking about in section D, which I'm not exactly sure how we would do that, but I think it's like something along those lines. And then in terms of the LLM's weakness, yeah, I've noticed that LLMs are quite bad at math sometimes. So, yeah, if the server can handle this better, or whatever you think we can handle these LLM weak assignments with, then yeah, we should definitely do that. Ba-ba-ba-dum-bum-bum. I need a new rock. Or 33. That's free to play. Could have a rune pick. Get we ball. Ba, ba. Why did they shut my video? Opus. Okay. Okay, I think the next immediate step is basically to turn this runtime prompts plan file into markdown files inside of the workspace overview directory. I'm not exactly sure how to do the split, but yeah, something along that direction, right? Like there should definitely be one file that contains the different prompts, or like all of the prompts in one file called like API calls or something, and then another one called like pipeline walkthrough. Like I don't know, whatever you think of, let me know, and then I think we should basically prepare to transfer whatever's going on inside of this runtime prompts plan file into actual persisted markdown files inside of the repository.
The shooter, he a decoy. decoy. I send a passion that
I could have sworn there's a plugin called Shooting Star. Do I have it on? Let me see. I don't know if it's doing anything. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
You want me to come to your house sounding like this?
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Oh god, that's funny. Ah. What do we got? What do we got? Runtime spec. Okay. So I'm finally free of plan files, is what you're telling me. This is some big boy shit. This is some big boy shit. Seriously. Seriously. Like, seriously. Like, seriously. Okay, I think I just want you to do one final sweep across the runtime prompts plan file and everything that you just wrote inside of the overview runtime spec directory, and make sure that we have actually carried forward everything that we needed, so we can now continue on top of this confidently. Once you do that, let me know the full steps in the plan. Let's actually build a plan file that essentially documents the entirety of the plan from going from where we are now to actually having the first working product loop. Build that in a plan file and then give me a prompt to carry over in a new fresh chat that will essentially reference that plan file, point to everything in the repo that it needs to, and then just pick up where we're leaving off, basically. Hello.
I'm heading home.
Okay, awesome. Hold on. Let me actually turn this off. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
This is a perfect place to stop this, actually. Okay. What is this?